Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got Gucci Mane with the loss, Royce and G Herbo with the East Coast, West Coast, Jack Harlow on being white now, Durk getting rushed, and Chicago cops with the discovery on King Von. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. If this is your first time to the channel, you know what it is. Be sure to hit that like button. If you're feeling any part of the content, it helps us out. YouTube rubs us on the back. It makes me feel good. I get to sleep at night. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man. And hit that notification bell so every time we drop a video, you can be first on deck. You follow what I'm saying, man? Hey, yo, check this out, man. Gucci Mane's artist, Young Mal, has been charged with murder. Look, I don't know about you, right? But I believe there's a melody or a pattern to life. You like, here he goes. Hey, yo, man, we about philosophy over here. Look. Things are cyclical or they're like a loop. It's like a beat. It's like an instrumental, okay? Certain types of things repeatedly happen in existence. They repeatedly happen to certain people. Some folks call it energy. Some people always fall into money. Others always fall into the back of a police car. Some are like, yo, why do I always meet men like this? It's the pattern of your life. You're like, what are you implying? Nothing. Look, Young Mal was one of the 6 men charged with murder after a man was shot and killed at a Decatur, Georgia gas station on Saturday, July 10th. Now, according to the AJC, the beef was a cooking promptly before the shooting was a happening. You see what I'm saying? Which was a violation of the Street Gang Terrorism Prevention Act. You ain't even know there was a Street Gang Terrorism Prevention Act, did you? And here's the thing, man. In Georgia, right? Like, I don't even know why people argue anymore. Everybody's strapped. Everybody's got burners on them. Everybody should just let stuff ride. Just let it ride. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get to your destination. You're going to get what you need to get. Just let it ride. You follow what I'm saying? Because everybody is strapped. Hey, look, man. You know what I haven't heard of? Heard in a long time? An East Coast, West Coast debate. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen if we have one of those? Oh, look at this. Royce da 5'9" is coming to the stage of social media. Let's see what he's got to say. He stated, quote, "West Coast artists make the best albums. I just realized this. K-Dot, Game, YG, Nip, Roddy, Quick, Dre, Snoop, Cube, Anderson, Schoolboy Q, damn." Right? Close quote. Now, look, we gotta hope people don't take what he said and spark another East Coast, West Coast war. Because, you know, people will take what he said, get mad that it doesn't line up with their opinion, and shoot people. Look, whoever saw someone with a bad temper and mental issues and was like, you know what, I'm going to give you the means to spray hot metal at other individuals needs to experience spontaneous human combustion. You see what I'm saying? It would be fair. The Most High is like, don't worry, celeb. I got you on that. I got you on that. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I do appreciate it. Now, here's the other side, right? G Herbo hopped onto the stage, right, of social media, right behind Royce da 5'9", and said, he was asked about drill, which started in Chicago and became big in BK, right? This is what, and it's all over the UK and the whole 9 yards. This is what G Herbo had to say. Yo, take a listen.
Did with drill, like the whole movement in general, like it's like they took something and just enhanced it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like.
He stated, "I love what New York did with drill, the whole movement in general. They took something and enhanced it. I don't feel like they took it and tried to like run with the Chicago style. They made it unique to them and made it hot and made it fun again. They made it stylish. That's why I F's with it for real in New York." You see, New York drill. All right, close quote. Look. New York, right? You know when New York gets a hold of it, it's over. You see what I'm saying? Listen, New York, if every state was a person, right? New York is like the black person. I know some of y'all like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm white. It's called my opinion, okay? New York is like a black person. I honestly feel like all racial cultures, right, can do everything, but each race has like their own specialty, like an excellence unique to their culture. And black folks, although they can do everything, you like they, I'm a voice, you know what I'm saying? Sounds have no color, but, right? Although black folks can do everything, we excel, in my opinion, at entertainment. Like, whatever you have, when we touch it, oh my gosh, we flip it. You follow what I'm saying, man? Entertainment is necessary. It brings pleasure, and pleasure is needed. You see what I'm saying? If you went to another planet, the first thing you're going to be thinking about is, now how am I going to entertain myself? Look, someone in the back is like, but we could do anything though. You missed the point. Just like when I mentioned training day yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Look, remember last week or so when the black TikTokers were going on strike, leaving the other folks to come up with their own TikTok dances? It was so sad, man, right? But it was so pleasurable at the same time. Look, we came back like, give me that damn microphone. You lucky we enjoy this. Look, I'm thinking about training day, so let's get right on to the shout outs. Okay, let's get to the shout outs, because folks was tripping yesterday like, oh well, let me go right to it so I don't have to look. A couple people came through and said, you know what, what is it, Chevy Tucker, who else said it, a couple of other people said it, but Ray K, you know what I'm saying, they're always saying the same thing. Training day was about a real cop. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, I think y'all might have missed the point. The point that I was making, bringing in training day, was when I see Denzel Washington, I don't interact with him like the cop that he was playing in the movie. You see what I'm saying? Because he's Denzel Washington. You see what I'm saying? When I see a rap artist, even a gangster rap artist, I don't interact with them based on what they were trying to portray. I'm like, okay, here's another human. They cool, whatever. I like their music or I don't. If I don't, I ain't even going to acknowledge them. You follow what I'm saying, man? That's the point that we was making in bringing in Denzel Washington. I got to explain that, man. Texas Bubba 6 said, the baby looking like the mask. I'm like, okay, look, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get me beat up over here. You follow what I'm saying? Nutstro Skip said, he wanted a shout out. So shout out to Nutso. How you say it? Nutstro Skip. You see what I'm saying? Kenneth Cole, bruh. You know what? I don't know how, like, me and this dude, Kenneth Cole right here. My man said, hit him up with the young Akeem. Hopefully he refrains from using any further obscenities. Yo, me and this dude, we'd have been in the cafeteria rolling on everybody else. Like, real talk. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, Chris Ingebrigtsen, always holding us down, giving us the congrats. 260 subs. Yo, man, we definitely appreciate that. And, yo, shout out to my girl LS. We ain't seen her in a minute. She said, yo, we should encourage changes in attitude. That's the only way people are going to listen. That's the only people they're going to listen to. The ones that came from the same kind of background with the same mindset. That's the more guaranteed way to create change in the world. And you're most definitely allowed to make mistakes, celeb. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get right to it. Jack Harlow has stated, right, that this is what he said, quote, because, you know, he was basically saying that he feels blessed to be a white rapper in this current climate, right? He said, quote, I feel blessed to have a voice in this period because, one, I'm not a street artist, and two, I'm not black. The only thing keeping me here right now is that level of authenticity of being myself, close quote, which is cool, Jack Harlow. We love artists that are themselves. That's why everybody loves J. Cole, man. He's himself. He's not doing this other thing. You see what I'm saying? Look, no need to be a wrestler in the ring and body slam me when you see me in Target. You follow what I'm saying? It's like some artists don't know that the camera stopped rolling. Anyway, Harlow referenced his fellow Kentucky rapper Nemo Akita and said, quote, Akita feels like the country going into these new civil rights movements almost shifted away from let's have the white boy at the party, right? And it became less about let's all be diverse together and turn back into hip hop being it needs to be a black genre. That's just been the natural transformation of things, I think. Close quote. Yeah, times are different, fam. You see what I'm saying? Times are different, aren't they? Look, he said it in Sin City when talking about Marv. Some people just have the misfortune of being born in the wrong time period. You could have been swinging an axe into someone's face and it'd be perfectly acceptable. But now, it'll land you in the back of a squad car. You see what I'm saying? If you have the complexion for the protection, of course. You see, but that's another discussion. DJ Academics was hyped because he was the first one to reveal that Lil Durk's residence in Atlanta had the fuzz crawling all over it. I'm like, yo, did it rain on Saturday night? Because usually when there's a lot of rain, the whatchamacallits are all over your crib. You see what I'm saying? Or is it just my house? You like, what you got at your crib? AK was hyped to be the first to report that 12 was all up in Durk's gated community because of a shooting that took place, and they were at his crib around his crib, whatever. And AK was like, "You lazy bloggers, look it up for yourself. Don't just use what I said." I'm like, I'll be damned if I'm the lazy blogger he talking about. Look, I'm definitely gonna look it up. And would you believe every report that I found referenced DJ Academics? I was furious. How am I gonna cover this story about Lil Durk's house being raided, right, without mentioning Academics? I'm still trying to figure it out. And finally, where am I at? 10 minutes? 10 minutes-ish. If you followed a lot of what happened in Chicago involving O-Block, there's a few names that you repeatedly bump into, which contribute to a lot of the insanity that took place in that area. One name that popped up repeatedly is a young lady by the name of Jakira Barnes, also known as K.I. Now, K.I. is considered to be one of the most ruthless serial killers in the United States, and is said to have murdered a whopping 17 people. That is insane. That's more than half a classroom of 30 students. She also did a lot of back and forth with none other than King Von. Now, she was murdered, right, in 2014 by a man in a gray hood. The Chicago police have stated now, right, that the man in the gray hood, her killer, was in fact King Von, which is wild because he was on a documentary, right, about K.I. called The Secret Life of a Gang Girl, talking about how she was cool and all. He was sitting there laughing in the whole nine. Take a quick listen at this A&E clip real quick. Became one of the most infamous female gang members or killers in American history after one of her peoples by the name of Tuka was murdered. And she was also identified as the young lady that murdered O.D. Perry, from which we get O-Block. Ain't that crazy, man? What is considered to be one of the most infamous female serial killers in American history, according to the police report, was killed by rapper King Von. Ain't that wild, man? I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but that to me, that blows my mind. Let us know what you think. That's insane. That's like when I go to the bookstore, I look up books like, famous serial killers in the United States history and stuff like that. You see pictures of Billy the Kid and all this other stuff. And sometimes there was a book that had like women, famous female murder killers, whatever, yada yada. This young girl, Jakira Barnes, who died at 17, is like, she should be in the book, which is crazy. And then King Von is named as the one that kills her, which is wild, because then you see, what's his name, kill him. I don't know. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, all that fun stuff, man. Hit us up on the, Cash App, Instagram, all that fun stuff, man. Hey, let us know what you think in the comments. But be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.